in a couple of basketball games. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike Martin. Joining me is the coach, Chris Wright. Going on behind us is going to be the dedication of the Schumann Gym. But we're going to do our opening right now. Chris, Sheboygan North comes in 10-0, 52-game or 53-game winning streak in conference.
Yeah, 52-game winning streak is right, and no place tougher to carry that on against South. South comes in with Amy Selk, who's in the top 10 in scoring in the state. She's averaging over 20 points a game. She also leads the conference in scoring. But Sheboygan North has number 6, 7, 8, 9 in the league in scoring. So we don't want to make it 1-on-4 or 1-on-5, but for Amy Selk, it might be a tougher night.
It is going to be a tough night for South, not only because North is very good, but also South is missing a couple of ball players tonight.
Yeah, they're missing their number 2 scorer, Erica Bart, so she got hurt the other night, and so that's not going to help their situation either. But something that Tim Crown should think about is the last game when they played. They played at halftime, they were even. Third and fourth quarter, things kind of fell apart. So after that, like I said, things didn't go well for them, and North kind of took over.
If you're North, Susie wants her ball club to get out to a quick lead and take it to South and kind of coast in from there, you'd think.
Right, and like I said, they're ranked 4th in state, 52-game conference winning streak, and doing very, very well. One thing we can think about, though, is both teams have played Oostburg. Sheboygan North's only loss this year is to Oostburg. Sheboygan South took them to overtime, so the South girls got to know that they can play with this North outfit.
South comes in with a 7-3 record. They're no slouch. They're 3rd in the conference.
No, and they want to hang in there with the East. They had a bad loss the other night at West, but they're right there competing in second. And I know Coach Runnis has made some comments about the fact it'd be great to have a 1st and 2nd place team for Sheboygan at the top of the conference. Okay,
we're going to step out right now and send it over to the dedication of the Schumann Gym.
Have been very benevolent to the Sheboygan community for many years. But with this donation of $300,000 in recognition of Coach Schumann, they will be giving benefits to your community and children for years to come. So we'll give them a great round of applause. We'd also like to thank each and every one of you. These facilities are truly remote, and we're sure lucky that each and every one of you wanted to support Sheboygan public education. Without any further ado, I'd like Richard and Chris to introduce Coach Schumann.
My pleasure to recognize you and all of the wonderful things that you've done for South High School. And you represent all the educators that have gone before you that taught our children finance and given us financial capability. On behalf of the family, we want to congratulate you on this victory.
Wonderful experience in Madison, so that's why I thought that this uniform was appropriate. And we didn't have girls basketball when I was going to high school. We are absolutely thrilled and pleased to naming this gym in memory, or not in memory, but on behalf of John Schumann. He's such a kind and talented man. But I'd like to, at this time, thank all of the teachers, present and past, both on the north side, but also on the south side. Our 6 children went through the public school system and got a wonderful education, and all of this was because of your efforts and dedication that made the Sheboygan Public School Area District absolutely the best. John was quoted, "If you play up to your ability, nothing else matters." And what a wonderful way to live your life in all areas, in all walks of life. It's a great quote to live by. That's it. To the Schumann Community Gym. And what a guy, what a man, what a name.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Usually the North-South game is nothing but a snow day. Usually we have not snow right up to our ears, but this is all right, but at least we made the cold. First, I would like to thank some of the people that made this honor for me. I'd like to thank Lee, Jason, and Terry Serschel and his group for all the work they've done so far. First, I'd like to thank Richard and Chris Bemis for making all this possible. Without their generosity, this wouldn't have been possible for me or for the whole community. Many thanks to those two people. I would like to thank the foundation, especially because it is because of them that I was deserving of, that made me deserving of this honor. I would also like to thank my wife and family for all the patience and support they gave me during all the years while I was teaching and coaching. It was my hope that during my years of teaching and coaching that I gave something every day to the students that they could take with them, whether it be a sound mind, a sound body, or just the ability to get along with people and learn to live in our society. Again, many thanks to the Bemises and to the foundation and to all the coaches and the players and teachers who I worked with throughout my tenure. Thank you very much.
At the conclusion of tonight's girls varsity basketball game, there will be a social in the South High Commons, right outside of the Schumann County Community Gymnasium. Please feel free to see the gym and talk to John after the game. Congratulations, John, and thank you, Richard and Kristen Bemis. Let's have another round of applause.
Just close my eyes and I'm with you, and all that I so wanna give you, it's only a
You don't have to be a hero to be a hero. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
Pop quiz for you. In what movie did I play a gang leader struggling in school? Who was my teacher? What did I learn in math class? Oh, and here's one about you. What did your kid learn in math class today?
Know what really matters. Know about your kid's school and know about your kid. Find out 100 ways to know more, do more.
The the United Church of Christ. You are, or where you are in life's journey, you're welcome here.
If you're not helping after-school programs, you're really helping to take them away.
That wasn't very nice.
After-school programs, wouldn't you rather be helping?
Diabetes is a killer. After I was diagnosed, I didn't feel sick, so I didn't listen to my doctor. Then it struck. I had a heart attack, then a stroke, and I was only 49.
People with diabetes are 2 to 4 times more likely to suffer a stroke than people without diabetes, and many who survive are severely disabled.
Don't let diabetes destroy your life.
Learn how to reduce your risk of stroke. Call for your free diabetes survival guide.
Look, my first tooth.
Dudley, spit out the toothpaste. That was the first time you brushed your teeth.
And I brush twice a day, every day.
Oh, here's that nice dentist, Dr. Benchley.
Yep, he showed me how to floss.
Why are your teeth blue?
I use my mouth guard whenever I play sports to protect my smile.
And visit the dentist regularly.
Remember, brush twice a day and floss once a day.
Where are we, Marty?
South I's Acuity Fieldhouse.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah. Just remember, Acuity means sharp focus. A very nice dedication. Great honor for John Schumann. Very deserving. He taught and coached at South High for over 20 years. And that show that was done last year about the Armory, Carrie submitted for an award through this organization. I don't know if we'll get anything about it, but John and Tom Desatel will be coaching in the second game. We're both guests on that program along with Pete Barth.
One thing about Coach Schumann, I was standing with Chris Hogg, South's head football coach, and they gave John the microphone, and I told Chris, I said, he's so humble, I wonder what he's going to say, because he is a very, very nice man, and, you know.
He's a whale of a golfer, too.
But I just say, I mean, he is such a humble guy and a good guy, and, you know, very well deserving of the award.
He's done a couple of broadcasts when, I think he did, I know he did one with me when, I don't know who it was, but we were missing a partner, and good job behind the mic also. Very knowledgeable of basketball, obviously. Nice crowd, but I think it's going to get bigger when we get to the guys' game, but we're looking forward to doing a couple of games. The South High band is just behind Brian Andrews, and right now he's obviously facing them. Eric Wiesman and Steve Reiner are up here by us. They'll be doing the top camera. Got a couple of guys in the truck. Scott and Carrie are both here, so we got a full crew. Not only in terms of number of bodies, but also subs eaten.
Yep. Well, Sheboygan South girls come in at 10-6. The North girls at 15-1. They're only lost to Oostburg, and as I mentioned in the opening, the key is that both teams played them, and just about 2 weeks ago, it was that Sheboygan South, the night we had the Lutheran Christian game, as a matter of fact.
Right. Yep. That was a good point you made, Chris, about the common opponent being Oostburg, and North not beating them, and South almost getting the upper hand, and lost it kind of at the end. But
overtime.
South is no slouch.
Yeah, that was a hard-fought ball game. I know I was at the North one against Oostburg, and tell you what, Coach DePocter's got it going on, and has for a very long time.
Well, in the preview articles and supplement that the press issued at the beginning of the season, they did a combination, an article combining Coach Desatel and DePocter and their views on basketball and life and all the things that go around Sheboygan County. And it was quite interesting to read. Well, both teams are off the court. Now our officials tonight will be Dave Teal and Brian Bergert. We've seen Brian a number of times.
Yeah, he's not with his regular partner.
No. That could be a good thing. Never know.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's filling up fast for this opening ball game. And, you know, traditionally I remember when we first started doing things, not everybody came to that girls' game, but today,
they're coming out early.
Yeah, the fans are, and good for Sheboygan, and we like all this live TV too, so a lot of people are sitting at a lot of different places at home and different places to see tonight's ball game.
All right, we're going to step out for just a second from our talking anyway, and they're going to go through the national anthem.
At this time, would you please rise, face east, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, let's go through the starting lineups. First for Sheboygan North. Laura Hayward, number 22, is a 5'7" senior guard. Kayla Beck will be starting at a guard. She's 5'7" and a senior. Shelby Churchill, number 40, is a 6-foot senior forward. Number 40, Kayla Tetschlag, is a 6-foot senior forward. And rounding out the starting five is number 54, Dana Churchill. She's a 6-foot senior. Susie Runis, the head coach for North. For South, they'll be starting number 12, Amanda Rubley. She's a 5'7" senior guard. Number 14, Tia Rupnick, is a 5'4" sophomore. One of the few underclassmen starting tonight. Also starting for South is Allison Davis, a 5'11" junior. And number 22, Amy Selk, a 5'11" junior. And rounding out the starting five for Sheboygan South is Sarah Schrader. She's a 5'10" junior. So North starting all seniors, South only starting one senior, and the rest are three juniors and a sophomore.
Just going to say that.
Yeah, it's and we didn't talk too much about the future of girls basketball at North and South. I know it may play a part, obviously, more for North because they've got that senior class graduating after this year, and I'll tell you, it carried them for 4 years.
KT's in the house.
KT. Kyle Tetschlag.
Playing at Platteville. Nice little feature and picture of him in the paper.
Doesn't even give us a look. KT, don't even get a look up here. There's Susie shaking hands with her team, getting them fired up. In JV action and freshman action earlier today, Sheboygan North swept both of those games. Talking with Tom Burr, the freshman coach at South, he said his girls are getting better though, so take your hat and hang it on that. North controls the opening tip-off, and we're off and running.
Well, if you haven't seen the Sheboygan North girls play, 5'10", 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot, they're big. Laura Hayward's basically played since she was a freshman. She came in late in the year.
Beck takes it right down 8th Street and scores, and she gets fouled. Kayla Beck on a nice drive.
Seems like just yet. I coached, I referee in the JV Summer League, and I remember when these North girls came up and played in that JV league that first summer, and I said, boy, this group's going to be special, and they absolutely have been. We talked about the streak, 52 games. I know nobody wants to talk about it, but the papers talked about it enough, so I guess we can talk about it, Marty.
Yeah, right. Beck's free throw is no good. The foul, by the way, was charged to Allison Davis. That was her first team foul.
I think that's important for South, too. They got to stay out of foul trouble. Obviously, Amy Selk has to. Leads the conference in rebounds, leads the conference in scoring.
She's an almost automatic double-double. Double figure in rebounds and points. Long lead feed to Davis. Her shot is no good, but I believe there's going to be a foul called on North prior to the shot.
Another key factor today, of course, is how can Sheboygan South handle the pressure? We've watched it over the last few years, and one thing that hasn't always worked too well is breaking the press. I believe in the last game they did a nice job of doing it, but that's going to have to be taken care of today. They're going to compete with Sheboygan North.
Hayward guarding Rupnick closely. North in a man-to-man defense. Get it inside to Schrader. Her spin move, and she puts it up and in. Nice move by Sarah Schrader. Churchill has it on the wing. Dana Churchill, now she brings it to the middle of the floor.
Kayla Tetchlog leads Sheboygan North, 13 points a game. Shelby at 11, Dana at 10, Laura at 10.
Dump down feed, and we get a whistle as Shelby Churchill tried to make the reception. Foul goes on Sarah Schrader. Second team foul on South. Churchill spinning off the glass too hard. Schrader with the rebound. We're all tied up at 2 with 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Tetchlog almost intercepted but knocked that out of bounds. She's a two-time player of the year in the Fox River Valley. Looking to get a third one. 3 out of 4 years. Boy, that'd be something, huh?
Yeah, she averages 4 steals a game.
Lead feed to Schrader is no good. Over her head and out of bounds. South applying full court pressure, Chris. Substitution getting to the table late.
Wow.
So they're not going to allow that.
South applying a little pressure. Almost thrown away.
Surprised Tetchlog wasn't in the middle handling it. Churchill tried to scoop it up and in. Not a good shot. She misses. Davis with the rebound. Schrader trying to dump it in. Had her pass blocked. And we get a whistle and a foul.
Wow, that's
it's going to go on Schrader.
Tough. That's a tough call. That's a tough call.
We've had 4 fouls called, and Dave Teal is making his presence known.
There's the Springers there.
North will have it out of bounds. Chris Lenz applying some first aid to Kayla Tetchlog, I believe that is. About 20 minutes after this ball game, we'll be broadcasting the boys varsity game. And in between games, I know, Chris, after the game, you'll be interviewing a couple players. And Jason Liederman said he'd come over and do a little interview with me. So I can look forward to that. Hayward being guarded by Rubley. Good pass inside to Dana Churchill, but she could not handle it. Goes as a turnover. And South turns it right back to North. Pretty sloppy going so far, Chris.
Nerves. As I said, the house is full. And
it is get Fuller.
And it is the crosstown rival.
Ketchlog going one-on-one. Off the glass, no good. Oh, good tip out by Jana Churchill to let Beck get it. Dana from outside the line nails a three. 5-2, North on top. The other thing that's important for South to try and keep North from scoring is not just to keep the point total down, but not let them set up the press.
Good job of waiting for the trap there. Oop, too many.
Selk taking it all the way, but like Chris called, took too many steps.
It's 4 turnovers, Marty, in 3 minutes.
If anybody in the conference could keep their team in the ball game on an individual effort, it'd be Amy Selk. She is just one outstanding basketball player.
Well, I have Dave Pfeiffer in my master's classes, and he runs a lot of fitness classes, and he said that Amy Selk works very, very hard in the weight room and trying to become a better, athlete per se, and that probably does turn over to the speaking of turnovers, to the basketball floor and becoming a better player.
Alex Eisner in the ball game for South. He got in when we weren't looking. Rupnick being guarded by Hayward. Selk down the baseline. Her shot off the glass is up and in. Nice shot by Amy Selk. Her first points of the ball game. It's 5-4 North. And we get a blocking foul. That's going to go on Selk.
It's a good call. And again, foul number 5. You can't afford to get in foul trouble.
That's 5 team fouls on South already.
Yep. Handle the pressure. Stay out of foul trouble.
Hayward going baseline, shot off the glass, no good. Allison Davis with the rebound. Kick up the floor to Selk, being guarded by Tetchlog. Tetchlog working hard. Too hard on that play. Commits a foul. Well, we get into a free throw shooting contest, Chris. As a team, North is shooting just under 70%, 69.6. So they're a pretty good free throw shooting team. Selk nails a 2, and South is on top, 6-5.
A long 2 at that.
Beat just inside the line. North having trouble scoring baskets. Actually, they're having trouble getting good shots. Hayward's shot no good. Shelby Churchill tied up by Allison Davis. We get a jump ball situation. Actually, held ball situation. And South will get it. We've been criticized for calling them jump balls. Selk has it on top. South with the lead.
Nice move.
Going hard. Pump fake is no good. Pump fake was good, but the shot was no good.
Yep, got to finish that.
Ketchlog looking. Beck on the cut through. Get it inside to Churchill, who has to knock it out to keep it inbounds, and Hayward got it. Now Tetchlog has it. She goes down the lane and scores. We don't see that very often from Kayla Tetchlog. She's usually content to pass it off or receive a pass for a direct shot. North up 7-6. We're at 2:45 remaining in the first quarter. Eisner, pump fake. Shot from inside the lane. Can't go. Rebound putback is no good. Hayward comes away with it, and then she's tied up.
Good effort there by South, but they just couldn't get it to fall.
Amanda Rubley got the putback shot, but just couldn't get it to go down. Coming in for Sheboygan North is Jen Weibel. And Dana Churchill going to step out. So North going a little shorter here, Chris.
Yeah, not very typical, but
Weibel has it. Etchlog in the corner. North not getting much. South playing very good defense on the inside. Tetchlog curls through and hits the left-handed layup for 2 points. Nice pass by Weibel.
Very nice pass and finish.
9-6 North on top. Rubley skip pass to Rupnick. Misread the cut by Selk. Allison Davis trying to go baseline, does. And
wow.
She's bumped by Hayward.
Hayward was just there trying to actually get out of the way. That would have been better to just say nothing there.
And second personal foul on Laura Hayward.
Megan Heezon comes in the game.
Selk's pass out to Rubley. Her shot is short. Tipped back in, but Tetchlog comes away with it. Long lead feed to Beck. Layup is good. Beck with 4 points, leads all scorers. Actually, is tied with Amy Selk, who has 4. It's 11-6 North on top. 1:10 remaining.
Starting to get a little bit away here. It was 6-5 South.
Selk picks up a screen, but good help defense by Churchill and Weibel. Now she steps back with the shot, and Tetchlog comes away with the board. Heezon can't save it. Pass a little bit out of her reach. And turnover would go to Tetchlog. A few tonight, huh? 2?
3.
3. I actually thought it was 3, but I didn't want to say anything. I thought you're the expert.
I just marks down.
Well, so you got to make a decision.
Tell you what, South had some opportunities. Just can't put the basketball into the hole here.
Tried to do the pick and roll, and South lucky to come away with it. Selk, little crossover dribble, dump down in Davis, puts it up and in.
Didn't miss that one, though.
And off a nice pass from Amy Selk. She's more than just a scorer and a rebounder. And she plays good defense there. You saw it knocking that pass away.
I would have to say this, a couple of those nice feeds or layups. Besides from that, the offense is struggling, I think, for North. They're driving baseline, have no place to go, and been lucky a couple times.
I thought they took some bad shots, like that one right there. Weibel got the offensive rebound, but her shot is no good. We're rolling down, 10 seconds remaining. Rupnick kicks it up to Rubley, back to Rupnick. They got it to the money person, Selk. She won't give it up. Selk shot at the buzzer is no good. And we're at the end of 1 quarter of play. Sheboygan North 11, South 8.
Parents, there's something you can do to protect your kids from drugs and alcohol. Combine ground beef with egg, tomato sauce, breadcrumbs, and spices. Bake in an oven-safe pan at 350 for 50 minutes. Serve hot.
This is Jamie Lee Curtis. Children who eat dinner with their families are less likely to smoke, drink, or use drugs. So, have dinner together every day.
Delicious.
A message from CASA, the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse at Columbia University.
In the first North-South game, Amy Selk led Sheboygan South with 19 points, and they struggled in that ball game to find another scorer. We had mentioned in the broadcast that North is pretty balanced. Well, they only had two gals in double figures with scoring. Laura Hayward had 20. Kayla Tetchlog had 16. And a little bit of balance tonight for North anyway. Beck and Tetchlog with 4. Dana Churchill had that three-pointer. South has 3 scorers also. Davis and Sarah Schrader with 2, and Selk with 4.
Well, Sheboygan North comes in averaging 57 points a game. South just 46, where Sheboygan North is very impressive. They've only allowed 31 points a game. That's very good.
You got to watch some of the off-the-ball defense, too. That's where you get your help from.
So far in the ball game, Sheboygan North 5 for 12, South 4 for 11. So neither one doing a great job of shooting.
Eisner on a nice pick and roll play, kisses it off the glass for 2. Sammy Garney in the game for South. There you see her number 5 guarding the ball. Churchill trying to feed her sister, but Dana threw it out of bounds. I think lucky it wasn't near her head. North had trouble with turnovers in the first quarter, and they've started it again here in the second. First possession was gave it up on a turnover. South looking to take the lead. Shelby Churchill. Pardon me, Dana Churchill was guarding Selk. Shot no good. Eisner got it to Garney, and then it was tipped out of bounds by Dana Churchill. Bill Tetchlog coming back in. Sure they'll do some switching on defense. Selk got a nice pass to Davis. She kisses it off the glass nicely and puts it in. And South on top 12-11.
Here's another person who's really worked on her game is Allison Davis. Remember, she struggled a little bit last year. A lot of these same girls played in this game a year ago, and they were just sophomores.
Shelby Churchill dribbles it off her foot and out of bounds. Tia Rupnick coming in for Amanda Rubley.
Turnover number 6 now for North. They've actually turned it over more than South, and because of that, they're trailing by a point.
Well, the other thing is, they're not getting any shots, all those turnovers.
I think that's interesting. Amy Selk having to take the ball up the floor. To me, that just kind of wears on you as the game goes.
Well, I heard a coach say this once. He'd rather have the best player have the ball because then everybody knows where that player is, and you can focus your defense on them.
But that means she's got to.
Yeah, and she's working harder. You're right.
We'll see how her legs are later on, but.
Izan gets it over to Churchill, throws it out of bounds. I'll tell you, they are really out of sync. Carly Tetchlog is going to come in.
Well, you got the situation, Laura Hayward with those 2 personal fouls on the bench. It's time for other people to step up. Also into the game is Liz Pollock.
Pollock, number 14. Selk backs up. Izan steps out to guard her. Good help defense. Outside shot is up and no good by Garney. Selk comes away with the rebound. Pump fake. Takes a step and lays it up and in. Amy Selk with 6 points. And South on top 14-11.
A lot of determination there by Amy. And another
Pollock
awkward
almost
pass.
Throws it out of bounds. He's on with a nice save, and now we get a quick foul. It's going to go on Sam Garney.
Tell you what, Marty, first 4 minutes, South had them 5 fouls. They haven't had one for a long time. Good for them and very important.
Dana Churchill has it. Dumped down inside to Carly Tetchlog, who puts it off the glass and in.
I don't remember the last time North shot. It's been some time. It's good to get a good shot.
So many turnovers. 14-13, South still on top. Pollock hounding Rupnick. And got her to turn travel. Good help defense by Dana Churchill. That's actually what caused the travel.
That's maybe why Selk brings the ball up. She's got 3 turnovers. Mike Zwitter.
Yep. Ted Schermetzler. Throw-in violation. Well, they're exploring all the different possibilities when it comes to turnovers. They aren't quite there yet.
And we're not even a Discovery Channel.
Really. Pollock guarding Rupnick.
Good decision there by Garney to come out there and relieve some stress or pressure.
Also in the ball game is Jessica Phelan, number 15. Rupnick spin move, couldn't get the shot off. Pollock a little bit taller, long arms preventing that shot.
No rush here, South. No rush here.
Carly Tetschlag had the ball knocked out of bounds out of her hands, and North will have it back.
Sammy tried to squeeze it in there, but the better thing to do there would just been patient. There you got the 1 point lead and the basketball.
Actually, you know what happened is North got caught double teaming the ball way up on top, and it left a South player open underneath. He's on recovers, had it tipped away. Long lead feed to Carly Tetschlag. Kayla Tetschlag knocks home the jump shot. She has 6 points.
Tetschlag to Tetschlag.
Tetschlag to T to T. 15-14, North on top. There's 3 KTs in the house. 2 of them are on the floor right now. Arnie on a good recovery. He's on.
A lot of poking, a lot of reaching.
A lot of poking, and not a good decision by Amy Selk to put it on the floor between 3 North defenders. Pollock. Oh, boy. Carly Tetschlag was open, but she moved out to get the ball up at the elbow, and that's when He's-on threw it to her and threw it right out of bounds.
We do that on Wednesdays and Fridays.
Ooh, really? But we don't practice every day. A good shot of
no, we've only played together for 20 years.
Right, we ought to know by now. Plus, it isn't like we're going real fast. Rubley had it, gets it over to Davis, and then it's by Churchill, but South comes back with it inside to Selk, and then she walked. Good call by Dave Teal.
Well, Dave Flynn sitting at home tonight would say we run.
He's thawing out. He took his daughter to ski lessons all day. Great day for that. We have a full timeout on the floor, so with that, we're going to take a short break. It's 15-14, North on top with 3:11 until halftime.
Congratulations on the promotion.
I hope you're saving the extra money.
You got to put it in stocks.
If you want to get ahead.
No, buns.
And CDs.
Way to go.
Better balance.
You stick it under the mattress.
Getting plenty of advice, but not enough facts? Visit saveandinvest.org. No confusing advice, no sales pitch. Just unbiased information and tools to help you manage your money with confidence. Saveandinvest.org.
Something interesting, Marty. I was just looking at my sheet here. Sheboygan North has 2 baskets on 2 shots in 5 minutes. Sheboygan South, on the other hand, has 5 shots in 5 minutes. So too many turnovers. Maybe it's the defensive pressure, but neither team really getting it done on the offensive end.
I'm going to be critical of North. I don't think they came into the ball game ready to play the way they needed to. And you see all those lazy passes and all that kind of stuff. That's not being focused enough. And give Susie a lot of credit for getting those kids out that weren't focused enough, because she got some great play from some of her other kids. Shot by Kayla Tetschlag is no good. Goes out of bounds off of a North player, so South will have it.
3 shots in 5 minutes.
That's not good.
Nope.
And that's a product of a lot of turnovers.
Well, and in the first game, we saw North come out in that second half such on fire.
3-point basket is good by Jessica Phelan. 17-15, South up by 2.
A new country heard from.
Tetschlag with a dump down into Churchill. Her shot is no good. Tetschlag with the rebound, put back, no good.
Phelan with the rebound. Pollock on a nice pass to Tetschlag for action. Fast and furious tonight. All tied up, 17 all. Kayla Tetschlag with a steal. Shot no good.
There it is.
Putback is good.
There it is, Marty. That's number 1,000 for her career. 1,000-point score. I think Sheboygan's only had 3 people. I think she's the third or fourth person to get it.
Well, off of that over-the-head pass.
Maybe she can teach Shaquille O'Neal how to shoot free throws.
Rupnick, no good. Tetschlag on the push. Stops and pops from the free throw line, and I don't think she meant to do it, but she did anyway. Kissed it off the glass and in.
But a half for Kayla.
South calls a timeout with 1:08 remaining. It's 23-17. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
She's also got 4 turnovers.
I'd mentioned something about the free throws. You know, if North gets a lead and South is forced to foul. Well, in the first game, South hit 25 out of 30 free throws, Chris. Whew. That is pretty outstanding shooting.
A run here for South. Good timeout by Coach Crown. They got to climb back in right here and now. A basket is pretty pertinent. Turnovers mounted all in like the last 2 minutes, too. They were ahead.
Does pertinent mean important?
Well, it's my own language. It's my own lingo.
That's a good word. You know, our younger fans, when they hear that now, they can use that at school.
Well, Pam Shantz might have to help me out on some of my lingo.
And just hear them on Monday. It's pretty pertinent that we stay in for recess.
Because it's
too cold.
Maybe Mr. Sheehan's listening, and we'll say it's too cold for us to go.
We're under a minute now. South down 6. North making a nice run. Pass into Eisner is intercepted by North. Kayla Beck back in the ball game. Pollock stays out on the court. Hayward sitting down with her 2 fouls.
Sheboygan North is very content here to just run out the clock. We're down to 30 seconds. They're up by 6.
Churchill off the glass, no good. And the putback by Shelby Churchill is no good, and she's fouled.
Boy, Sheboygan South had it all going, and then all of a sudden a turnover bug hit them.
Well, those 2 hustle plays down on the north end when they got the nice pass for a basket and then the steal for another basket.
76% free throw shooter
for Shelby, and she knocks home the first. North is right now 3 for in the first half. Make it 4 for 5.
Wow.
25-17. 25 seconds remaining.
Well, they were up 17-14, weren't they?
It was 17-15. South was on
17-15,
top.
I'm sorry.
And then North scored those 2 quick baskets to go up 21-17. They've run off 4 more. Garney
listening to the fans.
Garney shooting, no good. Beck with a strong rebound, and that's going to do it. North with a strong finish to the first half after being down 17-15. Now lead it 25-17.
Salam.
Jam.
Salam. Hey, what?
Rita. Apa? Pa.
Mia. Shanti. Yep, Changyok di.
We all want the same thing.
Peace.
And Rotary clubs
Sola.
are making it happen. Through international scholarships for young people to promote peace and understanding around the world. Rotary. Humanity in motion.
And 7. State Palm Jams. JV Dance Team. Your 2007 state com champs. Let's have a nice round of applause.
Nuclear weapons material stored in laboratories and other facilities, some protected by just a chain link fence. Terrorists are trying to steal these materials to make a nuclear bomb and attack us here. We need to stop them at the source by locking down the materials. There is something you can do to protect America. Visit saferworld.org. Be part of stopping a catastrophe before it happens.
What do triglycerides or trigs have to do to get noticed? Normal triglycerides are below 150. High triglycerides increase your risk of heart disease. And if you're a woman, that risk goes up even more. After standing in the shadows of good and bad cholesterol, triglyceride, also known as the forgotten fat, is ready to share the spotlight and the attention. Remember to ask your doctor about the good, the bad, and the forgotten fat. And remember, normal triglycerides are under 150.
This message brought to you by Sister to Sister, working together for healthy hearts.
This is a banana. This is a cat. This is fire. This is harmless and actually helpful to some people. Don't believe everything you hear. The fact is that every major health organization rejects smoked marijuana. Now that the smoke is cleared, discover truecompassion.org.
Just about ready to wrap up halftime. There's a minute and 50 seconds left until we'll get started. Let's talk a little bit about the first half, Chris. A lot of turnovers by both teams.
Oh, 14 turnovers I had for Sheboygan South, which basically led to their demise and being down by 8 points. As we mentioned in the first half, it was 17-15 in favor of South. Now it's 25-17. We also mentioned the fact that, you know, with about 3 minutes left, Sheboygan North was 2 for 2 from the floor. They ended up taking 9 more shots in the last 3 minutes, so they got it going. South didn't, and that's why they're trailing by 8.
The other thing they did is South had to commit some fouls down the stretch, and North made their free throws, which made a big difference too. They were 4 for 4 on their free throws in the second quarter, ended up with 14 points, along with the 11 of the first quarter, did them 25. Leading all scorers in the first half is Kayla Tetschlag, and on her 4th basket, happened in the second quarter, she reached the 1,000-point mark, and only the 3rd girl in Sheboygan girls basketball history to achieve that goal. She now has 1,002 with her 10 points. Also scoring for North were Dana Churchill with 5, Carly Tetschlag and Kayla Beck each had 4, and rounding out the scoring was Shelby Churchill with 2 points. For South, they were led by their ace player, Amy Selk. She had 6. Allison Davis chipped in with 4. Jessica Phelan had a big three-pointer late in the second quarter. She had a 3 points. Alex Eisner with 2, and Sarah Schrader had a basket early in the ball game, and that was her scoring for the first half. She had 2, and that's their 17. South had only 8 in the first quarter and only got up to 9 in the second quarter. So you mentioned about the defense that North plays really was a factor.
Yeah, they were just 7 of 19 shooting, South that is. North 10 for 23. Amy Selk, not a lot of contributions those last 4 minutes. You got to get her the ball more. She only took 6 shots in the whole half. There you see the tail, it's tight.
Just getting started. I want to mention before we get too far into the ball game, the Jefferson Elementary School kids are here. They have a field trip to North-South basketball games, and they're here. I'm sure we've got them on once or twice already. Nice grab by Tetschlag, and she lays it up. A good pass from Dana Churchill.
Also, congratulations to Sheboygan North and South dance teams or POM teams that they used to be known as. Sheboygan North finished 4th in lacrosse today, and Sheboygan South in 2nd, so congratulations to both those squads.
South gave out a big cheer when those results were handed out also. Rupnick has it on top, being guarded by Hayward. Hayward didn't see much action in the first half. She picked up a couple of early fouls. And I'll tell you who did a good job for North was Liz Pollock. Filling in for her. She had a lot of minutes in the first half and did real well.
Another thing, North did a lot of their damage without Laura Hayward on the floor. She got in those 2 foul troubles. She has 0 for 2 from the floor and no points in the ball game. And still, right now, North is up by 10. Their bigs are doing a job, and another turnover.
5-second call. By the way, that foul on North was on Shelby Churchill, her first, and the first team foul. Allison Davis pushing Dana Churchill right out of the middle there. There you see Dana with it on the wing.
And some nice cousin subs again tonight.
Hayward trying to penetrate, but good defense played by South's Sarah Schrader to prevent that. Dana Churchill knocks home about an 18-footer. She has 7 points in the ball game.
Wow.
29-17, North up by 12. Selk doing a lot of the ball control action in the first half. And
14 straight. Finally.
Long three-pointer by Amanda Rubley is good. Dana Churchill drives it right down the middle and lays it up and in. Selk, good help defense by Beck to keep Selk from driving it all the way to the basket. And it's just those little things that make a big difference. You know, a lot of times, Chris, you know, you talk about vision of the court. You know, we talk about that in respects to passing. But I'll tell you, if you got vision of the court when you're on defense, you can do a tremendous job helping out. Hayward has it. North has the lead, 31-20. Their lead was as high as 11. Good double team defense by Rupnick. South steals it away from Dana Churchill. Selk has it on top. Mike Martin along with Chris Wright bringing you tonight's ball game. 3-second call, another turnover by South.
We haven't heard that one yet, though.
That's right, that is a first. And here we thought North was going to find all the different ways you could commit a turnover. Pollock back in the game.
Tell you what, her steals and hustle earlier in that second quarter, as you've mentioned, really changed just this whole ball game.
Dana Churchill knocks home the basket, and then she's fouled. Allison Davis will pick up the foul. For Allison Davis, that's her third. That was a 2-point basket, I believe. And they're going to call the foul happening. Well, they are going to line up. Nope. They're going to have North take it out of bounds. They're going to say that foul happened after the shot.
There's going to be a question here. Was it a 2 or a 3?
Yeah, Susie's asking Brian Berger if that was a 3-point basket. And he's saying, no, it was a 2. Even though everybody's standing up in front of us and we can't see the line, I knew it was a 2 also.
Well, there, Brian's getting a good shot of that line.
We haven't called his name much tonight. That was a joke. Brian Andrews. I'll tell you, Tia Rupnick plays very tough defense. That time she gets called for the foul, unfortunately. Her first. Second team foul. North has their largest lead now. They've had it a little bit earlier, but it's 33-20. Tetschlag open from 15 and knocks it in.
5 for 5 shooting for North here to start the second half.
Well, you mentioned it at halftime. If North can get some shots, they're pretty good shooters, but all those turnovers early in the second quarter prevented them from getting many shots. Selk.
Been a long time since Amy's got a shot.
Kayla Tetschlag guarding her. Hayward now has Selk on the switch.
15-point deficit. Clocks are running and another turnover.
Hayward with a steal. Tetschlag with a good skip pass to Pollock. Her shot is no good. And Eisner comes away with the rebound. And Hayward read it beautifully, and she's going to lay it up and in. First points for Laura Hayward. North's lead is up to 17, 37-20. Since South had that lead, 17-15, they've only scored 3 points, and that's about a quarter ago. Davis has the ball tapped away by Dana Churchill. Oh. Attempt at a feed into Pollock is tipped away by Alex Eisner. Good defense by South. Schrader and Garney check in for the Red Wings. We haven't mentioned it before. We haven't mentioned it in a while, Chris. We better mention it now. We're at Sheboygan Salsa Cutie Fieldhouse. Dump down into Tetschlag. Her shot is no good. Good hustle by Pollock to get back on Rubley's drive. Eisner has it on top. North on top, 37-20. They've really put it together the last half. Schrader, spin move, and in. Nice move by Sarah Schrader. She had a similar move in that first quarter, Chris, for a basket. And we get a 30-second timeout called by North. Jen Weibel will be checking in.
North defense is just taking it away from South. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. There's lots of turnovers. They're not getting many shot attempts. They've taken Amy Selk out of the ball game with, and that's something we don't mention. It seems like we just keep mentioning Kayla Tetschlag, but her defense is something else that you just, you doesn't come up in the papers or on the stat sheets, but it's just outstanding. And
one of the things that's hard to see on TV is you can't see all the little things that go on away from the ball. When a girl looks like, a girl is being fronted and you think you can lob it in, all of a sudden there's a girl on the opposite side on defense that steps into the lane and prevents that from happening. It's those little things that really make a defense excel. It's not just on the ball defense. Tetschlag out of the game. Weibel comes in. Pollock. A little lower center of gravity to make that stop. She shuffled her feet. Back in for Pollock. Largest North lead so far has been 17. South has it. North continues to press, and that's paid dividends tonight.
Well, something we should mention is a very good possibility we'll be doing the WIA playoffs this year on TV8, which will be nice to follow, whichever schools make
Shot
it.
is blocked by, I think it was by Dana Churchill. Kayla Beck saw Shelby Churchill wide open down the floor, but in order to get it down there, she had to take a couple extra steps. Matter of fact, we could hear a grunt up here. Jessica Phelan in the game for South, number 15. She had a three-pointer late in the second quarter to give South a lead. Garney. Selk has it on top, trying to direct traffic. They haven't given her much. Shot is no good by Rubley. North comes away with it. We're rolling down to a minute left in the third quarter. North on top, 37-22. Carly Tetschlag in the game. Dana Churchill throws it up, no good. But Sarah Schrader will pick up the rebound foul. That'll be her third. And the third foul on South in the second half.
Good effort there by Dana Churchill to go after her missed shot.
Anna Lutzy coming in.
Alexis Stewart as well.
Oh, they did a little switch on me, eh?
Yeah, that
was based on last game's program.
Yeah, Alexis Stewart.
Alexis Stewart in the game. Beck going hard to the hoop. Carly Tetschlag is going to pick up the foul over the back.
It's just Selk's second rebound tonight, too.
That is amazing.
She's coming in averaging 9.7 rebounds a game. Amy Selk, an 84% free throw shooter, 20.5 points per game. We already mentioned she's in the top. Last I looked, she was in the top, I believe, 5 in the state in scoring.
Whoa.
That's quite amazing.
That is amazing. Only a junior. Garney got it up. Stewart with the rebound. Long lead feed to Tetschlag, and then she slows it up, gets it to her sister, who puts it off the glass and in.
For three from the floor for Carly.
2, 1.
Good. Oh, I thought you got that.
It would have been good had it have gone. Jessica Phelan got the shot off on time, but that's the end of the third quarter. North on top, 39-22.
The most dangerous thing
our kids have to deal with today
isn't violence.
it isn't drugs, it's unhealthy food.
Too many of our kids are overweight. They're headed for diabetes, heart problems, or worse.
They need to eat healthy things like vegetables, fruits, high-fiber vegetarian foods.
As our kids grow, the right foods can help protect them from obesity, heart problems, diabetes, and even cancer. To find out more, call for a free booklet or visit our website, kidsgethealthy.org.
Back at South High School's Acuity Fieldhouse, there you see it, North on top, 39-22. We talked about the defense all night. Well, I'll tell you, in that third quarter, they really turned it up, Chris. South only had 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they
North's
did.
14.
Just doing my little math here. They didn't get a lot of shots off either. I have them just 6 shots in the whole quarter, 2 baskets, 2 for 6 shooting. North, on the other hand, was 7 for 10 from the floor in that quarter. They're shooting over 50% for the ball game now.
Self being guarded by Tetschlag. She's having trouble getting rid of it. Becka helping the double team, and then Stewart on the steal. Stewart off the glass and in. Actually a bit of a force. She had a player wide open going down the lane, but she decided to keep it and put it in.
What do you mean? It's North-South game. Marty, you wouldn't have passed. You would have shot.
On the fast break, I usually give it up.
That was turnover number 20 for South.
Oh, they were afraid they're going to travel, so South let go of the ball. Luckily, they were able to get the ball back. Selk has it on top. North on top by 19. I'm sorry, Chris.
Just going to say again, it's hard to believe it was 17-15.
Stewart tried to throw the long pass to Carly Tetschlag, but she wasn't looking for it. Coming away with it was Amanda Rubley. Again, Selk running the offense from out on top. And it makes it very difficult to get her open when the entire defense knows where she is. Davis has it on the wing. We're down to 6:50 remaining in the game.
Amy Selk did not take a shot in that whole quarter.
Almost an offensive foul committed by Rubley on the screen, but no whistle. Selk going hard to the baseline, but Tetchlog cut her off.
Very good job of Kayla Beck there, backing off to let the screen go through.
Pia Rupnik has it on top.
That's just great defense.
Switch called on defense, and then we get a whistle.
I'll tell you, for about a minute, though, there was just awesome defense, though.
Foul is on Kayla Beck. That's her first. Only the third team foul by North in the second half. That was a long possession, Chris, and they still have it. Davis, jump shot. Bricked that one, no good.
She, too, hasn't gotten any shots off. Actually, the whole team hasn't. There's a turnover, though.
And then a foul on Shelby Churchill. Kayla Tetchlog trying to squeeze it in there. Kind of like Brett Favre will try to do next year against the Bears. Be unsuccessful again.
What's that? I must not have heard that. Hey, they split this year. That's all I know. They split the season series.
Yeah, my brother-in-law Mike Klee is real happy about that. They didn't have to pay me $2. It's a big money game. Selk, good help. Defense by Hayward to cut off the drive. Almost a 5-second call and then a travel. Davis got the handoff, but then juggled it and was called for traveling, and that was a good call. 41-22, North on top. A little backdoor screen to Hayward, and she gets an easy layup. Pardon me, that was to Dana Churchill. She's had a big second half, Chris, with 8, has 13 in the game.
Nice
Kayla
pass.
Tetchlog leads all scorers with 14. Allison Davis with a nice kiss off the glass.
Saw that early in the ball game, but it's been a while. Backdoor cut by Tetchlog, but the pass is intercepted by Amy Selk on a nice defensive play. Oh, little fancy Dan dribbling. Meadowlark Lemon would be proud. Allison Davis hits another basket. It's 43-26. Under 5 minutes left in the ball game. Beck got ahead of the crowd, got the shot off, but couldn't get it in. And Davis trying to save it. Good hustle by Allison, but she wasn't able to come up with it. North will have it underneath the basket. Beck had the ball tipped away from her. Good hustle there by Tia Rupnik. Yep, she's playing hard. Got another game after this, right? I think so. I'll hang around if you do. Tetchlog shot in the lane is no good. Got a nice pass from Laura Hayward. Not able to teardrop it in. Kayla still 7 for 11 from the floor. Selk wanting to go one-on-one, but not able to. Pass is tipped away, but South able to come up with it. Sarah Schrader on dump down. Nice. Up and in. Very nice. Allison Davis. Shot by Shelby Churchill is no good, but she's fouled. Tell you what, South
kind of creeping back in to make it respectable, but the damage was done the last 3 minutes of that second quarter and definitely in the third quarter.
Yeah, you're right there. Shelby Churchill makes her first free throw this trip. She's got 3 all night, all from the free throw line, 3 points, looking for number 4. (45-28), North on top. North in a 1-3-1 half-court trap. I'll tell you, it makes it really tough, even when you reverse the ball, because that opposite side wing for Sheboygan North is so tall, it's hard to get the shot off. Sarah Schrader called for the offensive foul. That'll be her 4th. And looking at this card they handed out in tribute to John Schumann, and at the top it says, if you played up to your ability, nothing else matters. And I think that's a good quote, Chris.
Well, I saw that there was...
Is that a Kaleidro announcing too? If you announce up to your ability, nothing else matters. You get a good shot of Tim Crowns and Sarah Schrader. Sarah would rather not be sitting next to Tim.
Well, we're clicking down to 3 minutes, 45-28, in favor of North.
Alex Eisner with a push from behind. That's the 7th team foul on South. Shelby Churchill will be going to the line again. In the first North-South game, Chris, I'm just looking at the score sheet from that basketball game. North only had 3 baskets in the entire 4th quarter, but had 12 free throws. And we might be headed towards that too.
I don't know. I hope not.
You and me both. 47-28.
Should be just about in the bank here.
Selk, rare shot attempt for her. She couldn't get it to go. Kayla Beck on the bust out. Allison Davis back. And shot goes out of bounds. Allison needs a chance to catch her breath. Should be fine. That's a TO, Coach Wright.
You're going to give that a TO, not a shot?
Yep.
All right.
Well, maybe not. Whatever. Alex Eisner looking inside.
Oh, she's
Gets
wide
it
open.
Down to Rubley. Shot way over the back basket. Down to 2:15 remaining in the ball game. North up 19.
Time to clear your benches.
Beck being hounded by Tia Rupnick. Shot by Shelby Churchill is no good. I don't think that's a turnover.
No. Time to clear your benches.
Under 2 minutes. Coming in is Garney and Phelan. They're not having a good night tonight, Chris, Sheboygan South, but I'll tell you, they got next year to look forward to in the rest of this season. And the only unfortunate thing is, you know, they're going to run into North probably the second game of the tournament, so it'll be hard for them to move.
Are they?
Well, they're in the same.
Well, I think they're seeding all 16 teams this year, Marty.
So they might not, they might beat until sectionals, in other words.
Yeah, I believe that basketball is changing over. You're going to seed all 16 teams, and so who knows where they may go.
Shot is up and good by Amy. Her first basket since the second quarter. She has 8 points. We get a 30-second timeout called by South. It's 47-30. But, you know, South doesn't look good tonight, and that's part of the product of Sheboygan North and how good they are. But, you know, they have a chance. I was looking at it on the website the other day, and I didn't realize about, you know, they've done it the same way for so long. It's hard to get used to that different line of thinking, where if you seed teams, they may not meet each other until you get to sectional play.
The only thing I don't like about it is, you know, looking at their section, I wanted to make sure before I said is, you may end up going to Wisconsin Rapids or Stevens Point for a regional game or first, and that's just unbelievable, the distance you got to travel to play a ball game. There's a lot of positives and negatives to it. On basketball, it's, you know, seeding's not too difficult, but you're still going to get a lot of different conferences. They're going to say, well, our conference is better than your conference, or so the last thing you need to do is score anymore.
Well, Beck slowed it up. You know, she could have taken it right in and given it up to Shelby Churchill, but she delayed a little bit, and then she went. Drew the foul on Alex Eisner. Beck will be shooting a pair. Now, if you look at your behind the cheerleaders, about 3 or 4 rows up, that's where the Jefferson family is. Not Thomas Jefferson, but the Thomas Jefferson Elementary School. Parents, children, teachers. Alexa Stewart in.
Kelsey Lorenz in for South.
Selk has it in the lane. Spin move. She puts it up and in. She has 10 points. Leads all South scorers. And we get a situation. Weibel and Gassner in. Jenny Gassner, number 20. After the ball game, Chris will do a couple interviews with a couple of the North High players, and I should have Jason Liederman come over and we'll talk a little bit between games. Try to fill that between game time with some meaningful conversation. Jen Weibel with a basket. Kelsey Lorenz had it. Kicks it out to Rubley. Now Phelan, we're at 30 seconds and counting. Selk open for a three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Garney cleans up the mess and puts it in. And another timeout by South. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. A lot going on this evening. It was the dedication of the John Schumann Gymnasium. That was a very good presentation right before this ball game. We also had a lot of basketball action throughout the course of the day. In the morning, the freshman teams played. I don't have the score of the boys yet. I'll get that for you. But in girls action, the North girls won the freshman game. And then this afternoon, we had JV action. And again, I don't know how the boys did, but I know that in girls action, the North JVs won that game also. The varsity girls are going to win this game, and that'll be a trifecta for the North side in girls basketball. Right now it's 51-34 with 23.7 seconds remaining. And South continuing to apply the pressure. Sarah Sigadatora in the ball game for South. And I believe that clears the bench for the South side. Megan Brookshin coming in for North. And that'll clear the South, or pardon me, that'll clear the North side bench now. Jenny Gassner will be at the line. Gassner gets her name in the book. Get her name in tomorrow's paper with that free throw. Well, she got the first one. That was the important one. Garney. Shot is no good. The rebound was by Julie Kahn. Kahn slipped in when we weren't looking. Alexis Stewart. And Gassner's just going to hold it, and that's going to do it. Sheboygan North takes both games in this crosstown rivalry this year. They win this one by 18, 52-34. And it was a pretty exciting game early on, but then North hit their stride near the end of the first half and really kept it going in that third quarter. We're going to step out for a minute, and hopefully when we come back, Chris will have a couple of the winning players from Sheboygan North.
One day, you were simply struggling to be a dad. The next, you're coping with a diagnosis of childhood cancer. CureSearch.org can help. It's run by doctors and scientists whose research has led to an overall cure rate of 78%. You're not as alone as you feel.
If you give me a fish.
If you give someone a fish,
You feed them for a day.
Teach someone to fish.
You feed them for a lifetime.
Give me a fish, and you'll feed me for a day. Teach me to fish, and you'll feed me for a lifetime.
Through Volunteers of America, you can help change lives in your community.
Mom, Jimmy's sick again.
You were always sick, too.
Not like him.
You don't remember.
He keeps getting infections.
He takes after you.
If your child is repeatedly sick, it may be PI, primary immunodeficiency disease, a defect of the immune system. The only way to know is by testing.
Mom, this isn't normal.
It's normal.
It's not normal. Talk to us about PI.
We've all solved problems in creative ways. But the quick fix isn't always the best, especially when it comes to your health. Crooked teeth or misaligned jaws could be signs of orthodontic trouble. Quick cosmetic fixes rather than orthodontic treatment may not be the best solution. Teeth that work better look better, and orthodontists improve the look of the mouth by improving tooth alignment and function. Appearance is important, but it's not everything. For a healthy smile, visit an orthodontist.
Low-fat cheese sandwiches on whole wheat bread. Chewy and good for you. Snacks high in calcium help build strong bones. And foods rich in fiber are good for your heart. So you have the power to dominate. Can your food do that? Run, throw, think, eat better. Find out more at smallstep.gov.
Our story begins with a journey for knowledge. For research indicates that when a parent taketh a more active role in their child's quest for education, that child will be bestowed with higher grades and higher sense of being. Just a wee bit of time out of your meeting schedule is all it takes to show your allegiance.
Hear what your kids are saying. Get more involved. Join your local PTA.
Tick, 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 tick. Massive heat waves. Heat waves. Severe droughts. Tick, tick. Tick, tick, tick. Devastating hurricanes. Tick, 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 tick.
Our future is up to you.
Tick.
Go to fightglobalwarming.com while there's still time.
Let's play a game. Let's pretend you own an apartment building and I want to rent from you. I make a good salary, have a good credit history. Would you rent your place to me? How about now? Do you still like me? What if I have an accent or a disability? What if I'm a single parent? Would you steer me away? Would you close the door? Would you?
The Fair Housing Act protects your right to live where you want. If you think you've been discriminated against, call us.
Back at South High School where you see the boys warming up, let me give you the scoring from the first game. For Sheboygan South, they were led by their ace player, Amy Selk. She had 10 points. Following her was Allison Davis with 8. Sarah Schrader had a nice ball game. She had 6. And then chipping in with lesser points, Amanda Rubley and Jessica Phelan had 3 points each, and Sam Garney and Alex Eisner each had 2. For Sheboygan North, they were led by a tandem of Kayla Tetschlag and Dana Churchill. Kayla had 14 points, Dana had 13, chipping in with 6 each were Carly Tetschlag, Shelby Churchill, and Kayla Beck. And then with 2 each, Jen Weibel, Alexis Stewart, and Laura Hayward, and Jenny Gasner got a free throw at the end of the ball game. For all told, it was North with a 52-34 win. Chris is waiting on the floor for a couple of North players, and they just arrived. We're going to go down to Chris in just a second. They're trying to get them lined up. Brian Andrews telling them what to do, and you can hear them down there. And I think we're ready to go.
You're live now, people. Oh, they're not ready. Congratulations, lady, on another victory. Again, first quarter was perfect. Second quarter, the last 3 minutes, you guys really turned it on.
At halftime, we really talked about how we had to come out with an intense first 3 minutes of the quarter. And we really did that, and a lot of us seniors didn't want to have it be a close game. We wanted it to be a good game, so.
Well, it seemed like you really created a lot of turnovers late in that second quarter and carried over to the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, talked about just keeping the intensity that we had at the end of the second quarter and carrying that into the third quarter, and we did that, and it was fun.
Well, you've had a wonderful career so far. We're going to cover you guys for the playoffs, but it's been a fun 4 years for you.
It's been amazing. I love it.
Wouldn't do anything different, huh?
What?
Wouldn't do anything different, huh?
No.
I just said in opening, I remember when you guys were just JV kids warming up in the summer league, and you guys come a long way.
Yeah, we definitely have. It's been a journey, and it's just been fun the whole way.
Well, congratulations on your victory. Good luck the rest of the year. Quite a career for you, but again, a tough North-South game to start the ball game.
North-South, I don't know, anything can happen. It's never easy to come here, especially it's our first time playing here. We didn't know what to expect. South has been playing well lately. They took Gooseberg into overtime. It's never easy coming here, but we hung tough.
I thought that's a very good point you made. It seemed like it was a lot of nerves to start the game for both sides.
There were a lot of fouls to start the game. I think the ref made a comment, we better slow it down, otherwise we're going to have no one left at the end of the game, but we hung tough, so.
Well, I know you're the last person to talk about things, but congratulations on your 1,000 points. I know you'll be the first person to say, you had a lot of teammates to help you, but congratulations on that.
Thank you. It's definitely credit to my teammates. I wouldn't be there if it wasn't for our team defense and it wasn't for the assists that I get from everyone else. So thank you. It's an honor, especially during North-South game. It kind of worked out great that way.
Well, you've had a wonderful year and things like that. Anything about all these 4 years you can remember?
Everything. Just playing basketball with my best friends next to me. And it's been a great ride.
Well, congratulations to you and good luck in the tournament. You guys really shut down Amy Selk today. She's a heck of a ball player. She got her first couple points, but then, what a combination by all of you to really shut her down. She's pretty special.
Yeah, she was a really good player and really worked hard at keeping her in front of us so we wouldn't let her just drive to the basket. And then we wanted to mix it up on her, throw some new people on her. So I know Day and Tetch took turns on her. So, team effort to stop her. She's a very good player.
You also controlled, the rebounds, too. she didn't get a lot of rebounds either. You guys really hit the boards hard, and probably some of you guys emphasized at practice.
Yeah, we definitely work on that at practice, not giving people second chances. I mean, if they miss the first one, it's our opportunity to stop them from getting those 2 points. So we work hard on that, and we did a good job tonight.
Another thing, I think your team does something really special. It's, it's things like that is you guys really shoot free throws very well, and again, we showed it again today. When you had to hit the free throws, you did.
Yeah, we definitely practice those in practice. We practice those when we're tired, when we're not tired. So, I mean, really, we can simulate a game situation. So I think that really helps us.
I didn't ask the other girls, so I'll put you under the pressure. How's it been playing for Coach the last 4 years?
Oh, she's great. I mean, she's taught us so much. And especially with Coach Hutz this year, she's really added a lot to our post. I mean, she's such an influential person, and she helps us so much. I think Coach Tagel's always there to be our little mom figure, so they're really great people, and they've definitely changed our lives forever.
Any final special things for you over the last couple of years that you like to share?
I don't know, I just think it's so much fun playing with my sister and playing with Tetch and then my best friends. I mean, basketball is a special thing, and I'm glad I did it for all these years.
Well, congratulations to all you ladies. The streak continues. Best of luck in the conference to run the streak, and then, of course, then comes the tournament. Good luck to that. When we return, Marty will be with South High Athletic Director Jason Lederman.
Drivers face all kinds of distractions. Before your wireless phone becomes one of them, stop. Drive safely. Keep your phone in easy reach and dial sensibly. In bad weather or traffic, call later and use a hands-free device. Remember, with wireless, safety is your call.
Back at South High School's at Cutie Fieldhouse, and joining me is Athletic Director Jason Lederman. Jason, I don't have many claims to fame, but one is being a mentor for you, and I don't get many mentees that go on to be principals.
Yep, 11 years ago, my first year in the district as a Phi Ed teacher, and you were my mentor. Taught me a lot of right things, so helped me out, get me where I'm at now.
I think what you didn't learn was all the wrong things. But I tell you, right off the bat, I could tell you're a real sharp kid.
I try. I'll just say it like that.
Jason's a heck of a basketball player, too. I can't tell you the times that he left me in the dust on the basketball floor. Let's talk a little bit about South High School and the field house and how things are going this year. This is really a great facility, and I know we've harped on this for months now, but it really is.
Well, I think, yeah, I agree. It's a great facility. And even tonight, you look at it, the ability to put over 2,800 people in here for a high school game is just outstanding. Besides our use with athletics, the community being able to use it is it's great, especially right now with the weather the way it is. People being able to come in, run on the indoor track. They didn't have that before. This is a great opportunity for them.
Many varied uses for the field house also.
Exactly. I mean, it's physical education, meets all their needs, meets our needs athletically. We'll see how it works this coming spring with track, soccer being able to be in-house here, and then, like I mentioned, the community use, indoor track, fitness-wise, but then potential for other outside groups to come in and use it for different things.
Let's switch gears a little bit, Jason, and talk about the new conference that's come into play. Sheboygan is going to be part of a larger conference with 4 other schools. Who are those?
The 4 other schools that we're joining in to make a 12-team conference are Schwabenau, Bayport, De Pere, and Pulaski. This is going to be one of the top conferences in the state of Wisconsin.
How's that going to play out for scheduling basketball games and football, because you're limited? And I know in the Fox Valley Association they have 10 teams. They play everybody twice. They don't have any non-conference games.
Scheduling actually makes my job a little bit easier for scheduling because there are so many conference games. The one sport is football. It's coming out to be the most difficult thing because you can only play a 9-game season for football, and if we played everybody, that'd be 11. So that's probably the biggest problem that we've had thus far. And how we've set it up, we think right now is the best we can do. Everyone's not playing everybody. It's kind of worked out. You're playing 8 conference games. It was at random, and it worked out in the schedule that ourselves and North are not playing each other for a conference game. So that first game of the season was a non-conference, so we've decided to play each other in non-conference, just be able to keep playing each other.
That's a good move right there. I congratulate you guys. A little bit about the construction of the facility and the weight room and all that kind of stuff. North went through the same process. Was there much collaboration between North and South on that?
Definitely, because we had the same problems maybe that came up, or just issues came up that we definitely talked a lot. And when it came to some of the design, how many basketball hoops, type of flooring, we just bleachers. We decided we're going to do the same thing, so that we really work together on that.
When you talk about school and all that kind of thing, and do you still have responsibilities with disciplining students?
My responsibilities are mainly all the activities and athletics, and then also I work with the physical education staff and the health staff, with those teachers and students, and that's basically my main responsibility.
I noticed too that the athletic offices are down in the athletic wing. Have you found that to be a help or a hindrance when you got to deal with the main office?
I think it's worked out very well. It's myself and two of my secretaries are down with me. For myself, it's very convenient. I'm right outside the field house, close to the football field. It's made things much easier that way. Negative thing, I'm just not near the hallways. I don't see the students as much as I would like. I see them a lot during lunch, but I like to get out in the hallways a little bit more. That's probably the only negative thing out of this.
Thanks a lot, Jason. I really appreciate you stopping in. We're going to step out for a minute. When we come back, Chris and I will talk about the next game.
Once they've outgrown their toddler seat, they're still not ready for adult safety belts alone. 4'9" is the magic number. Until then, kids need a booster seat. Make sure your little pumpkin gets there safely. Visit boosterseat.gov.
Fruit. What a tasty treat. Fruits packed with potassium and other nutrients can help keep your heart pumping strong during the game. And they give you energy back so you can take on the next activity. Can your food do that? Run, throw, think, eat better. Find out more at smallstep.gov.